Hi guys, Jadzilla here, long time no see. I think that's just going to be my intro from now on because I film maybe once in a fucking blue moon. We'll have fun censoring that later. Anyway, so, doing a SHEIN haul. I have bought a bunch of anime figures. Now, if any of you know me, probably if you're watching me, if not, hi, I'm autistic as hell, and I like collecting things. Lots of things, but that aside, I would like to say I have a little bit of experience with anime figures. I'm not the best, but you know, compared to the £8 ones that I bought from SHEIN, which I will be showing here, I just really honestly want to see how shit these are. One of the figures that I do have in this pile next to me is one that I actually already own, so this will definitely be interesting, because if I remember correctly, the original one was like £30. Again, I'll try and find it and put it here. And then I ended up buying the other one for £8. So I definitely want to see how... I just want to see how shit it looks, if I'm being entirely honest. But anyway, let's get into it. Unfortunately, for the rest of this video, I am going to have to wear my glasses, so if you see the reflection of my if you see the reflection of my ring light in my glasses, no you don't. Also, I think a lot of people have not seen me with my glasses before, so hi, this is me with glasses.
Oh my god, so pretty!
I hate it. First anime figurine. Can I tell you what it is? No, because I got my partner to hide these in the bag because I generally thought I'd be able to say what one's what in the bag. Turns out I can't. It's a double mystery. Once I do figure out what anime figure it is though, I will very much, again, have it here with the price listed. But as you can see, with the price that you're getting it for, you don't get a box. You get a nice little bag that you can use for thingy-mabobs later. I love thingy-mabobs for later. Great start. Great start. Also, yay for bibble wrap. So, most anime figurines that are decent quality do come in sections. Not saying this one is decent quality, but it is most definitely in sections, and I'm going to assume that is just to cheapen shipping costs. So she is very much separated. All fun. From... I was about to say, from what I can see, she's decently well made until... Oh, the camera's not going to pick that up. I will have to take closer photos and videos of this to again put here, because my camera is not picking... Oh no, it might. But that paintwork... God. It's not the worst figurine I've seen. You know, for the price that you're getting. How the hell am I going to get those wings on? I'll be back. I'm going to try and assemble this. I will be back. Whilst my partner takes pictures of the figurine so you guys can have a better and closer look. I would just like to say this looks like it's literally melted, and these are so bendy. So bendy. I've never seen a figure like it. So I don't know how well it's going to hold, and obviously you can see all the loose bits where they haven't sanded it down. This is going to be interesting. So this is her assembled. Whilst we were assembling it, we were looking at the head, and the peg of the neck is very loose, and not only that, she has a really long neck. Like an absurdly long neck. I don't know if that's because of the wings, but needless to say, this definitely shows it's like how much you spend on it. It's not very well put together. See all the seams. So you know, you're definitely getting your £8 worth of plastic. If I remember correctly, she is from Angel Beats. I absolutely adore the anime, but safe to say, I may go and try and find an official one of this one, which is going to be a pain in my butt, but looking at this, absolutely not. Dan, would you like to say what the building process was like?
So, you've got two pegs in that foot. One's slightly taller than the other. You've got a Russian roulette which hole goes into which part of the foot. Obviously, the taller one dictates likely to go in the heel. I was right, fortunately. But because of the other foot, you can't get that thing into the plate properly. As for the wings, you have to thread that through her hair. And because of how flimsy the plastic is, I wouldn't be surprised if you touched those wings and they fell immediately back out. Yeah, no fun.
Let's do a shimmy test, for example, just moving it around. Let's see if the wings will fall out, because I have owned anime figures in the past with wings that aren't attached and they do fall out. So we're just gonna... Well, wing did fall off, but I don't know if that's because it landed on the floor or if it generally wouldn't hold.
Hold the bad legs.
Safe to say, wouldn't buy again, also wouldn't recommend, and as I threw that on my bed, the other wing came off. Now, I wouldn't be lying if saying I wasn't excited for any and all of these. The anime figures I picked were specifically ones of animes that I have watched and do like. This next one, which I can tell immediately, is from K-On! I was a massive K-On! Fan back in like 2013. I have the DVDs. I'm very much a fan of Slice of Life. My phone keeps tilting. I am sorry. I am not a professional YouTuber. But yeah, no, the good thing about all these is that they do come in bubble wrap, so you can reuse the bubble wrap for when you send these off to your friend and pretend that you bought it for them. I am kidding. Wait, is it in two? I'm stupid. It is in two separate sections. That is not in the same hole. Once again, just a simple shimmy it in there. Luckily, this one's easier to tell where the pegs go in. Now, I'm gonna fight for my life on camera trying to get this in.
Come on, babe, you can do it. Yeah.
Honestly, that was quite easy. Now, this is the second anime figure, so I can't speak too highly, but for the price that you pay for this one, honestly, 1,000 times better than the last one. The paint job immediately looks better. I'm not seeing too much scuffage. Like, her face actually looks like the character. I mean, minus the splotchy bits on her legs here, but we'll ignore that. That is very easy to fix. Obviously, as per usual, you know, for the price that you're getting, there will be some plastic seam lines, but for the price that I paid, this is actually really cute, and it definitely will be going on my shelf, but it's a little bit unstable, but a lot more stable than the last one, so that is a good sign. This one, I would definitely say, is worth the money. Very excited to have her go on my shelf. Dan, what do you think of the quality of this one compared to the last one?
Absolutely sublime! Yeah, so the other one was a lot more painted. I think that might be their downfall. Because this one's very much more molded plastic for the clothing. Shoes molded plastic. You know, obviously the only bit that doesn't seem to be quite molded is obviously the legs and the face. Which will obviously explain the slight splotchiness on the legs, but the face is actually done very well considering it would have to be the focus.
It does actually look like the anime character, and its like neck isn't 100 miles long. So give it a wobble test, and you let me know.
No, yeah, that's one of your sturdy ones.
That is a sturdy one, boys. So if you got cats like me that want to knock your shit over, it should be alright. This one is the one that I will be comparing to the original that I own from the official company. I don't think I will be able to reach my original one to get it out the cupboard, but I do have photos and videos of it already, so hopefully I can find them so I can do some side-by-side comparisons. If you're anything like me, you love your video games, not just your anime characters. This one is also in a 2-part bag. Oh boy. Just looking through the packaging alone, I am seeing scuffed paint lines. I am very nervous. The stand looks identical to the original. So, oh, I'm nervous. Okay, so straight out the bag, needless to say, the hair is a lot looser than my one. My one was actually kind of stiff, more like this side, because they've actually attached it to the leg. Oh god. The paintwork on the skirt, I don't know if my camera will be picking it up, but again, I will show closer photos and videos here. I honestly don't know what to say. Compared to the official one, it's definitely scuffed. The paint job is not the best. You can clearly see the mold lines of where they've stuck it together, especially on the foot there. Holy hell. But for, you know, for £8, if you want your own and you can't get hold of the original, maybe. Well, getting it into the stand was a piece of piss. Oh, God. The wobble test works. Having a closer inspection at that figurine now, I would definitely, honestly, just pay like the 20 or 30 quid from the official one and get that, because the more I look at that one, the worse it gets. The paint job is horrific in certain areas. I mean, from a distance, don't get me wrong, from a distance, it is fine. But all the detail work, or like the pigtails, you can see the mold lines, none of it is sanded down, the feet isn't even attached properly. It's definitely one of those figures, the more you look, the worse it gets. That was horrific. I will definitely try and do side-by-sides of the original and fake, because I thought that was going to be fine. I was wrong. Anyway, next one. I'm also really excited for this one. Again, if you know me, I have a lot of Miku figurines already, and because Miku is such a popular character, she is heavily bootlegged all the time. All the ones that I own are official, apart from maybe one that I'm aware of, but I also could be very wrong. But now I'm about to make that too, because I hate odd numbers.
And the number one.
I am very, very nervous. Miku is such a heavily... Just by looking in this bag alone, I don't know if that's supposed to be loose already. I'm going to assume that it is, because it looks like it gets pushed into a hole. I'm scared I'm gonna lose it. Hold on. Also, I'm really sorry if the camera angles keep changing. My phone is literally charging whilst I'm recording this, so I keep knocking it and it keeps turning, so enjoy the 101 views, I guess. My partner will be assembling this one for me, because looking in the packaging, there are a bunch of loose bits flying around, and I am very much a klutz and I will lose them. But just from the main figure alone, the stand, honestly, is really fucking cute. I'm not gonna lie, there is a lot of scuff marks on it though, but I'm willing to ignore that. That is not the main attraction. It is this. Now, I'm gonna have to go back and double check the pictures, because I don't remember I thought that was I'm gonna go double check the photos and be back. Okay, just double checked. Panic is aside, the skirt is actually supposed to look like this. But there are so many scuffs on this. I genuinely think this actually might be the worst one. But I don't know if that's because of the sheer amount of detail this anime figure needs. But looking at the skirt alone, again, you can see where it's supposed to be molded together. There are literal holes in the back. Part of the shoe has actually just come off. completely, and it looks like it's destroyed the plastic in the process.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Here. This hair is not fun. Get in there.
Needless to say, this was the hardest one to put together. We could not figure out which one was the right and left pigtail despite looking at photos. The way they are moulded is horrific. Now, as much as I love Miku and the fact that she's heavily bootlegged, meaning you get hands on her easy, this one is a heavy no. Heavy no. This was stressful. Bits are broken. Even from a distance it looks like shit. I'm normally all for buying the occasional bootleg here and there, but especially if a figurine is being discontinued. This is a heavy no. A heavy no from me. Don't do it. Don't do it. I am a firm lover of anime figurines, but this has been stressful, which I did not expect it to be. I thought I'd be having a giggle here and there at how horrifically these are made, but instead we have been fighting for our lives to build them. So I am glad that this is the last one. Just already by pulling this one out, the packaging is already completely different. The rest came in clear bags in bubble wrap. This one hasn't, and it also has a company name on it. I'm very curious if this one will be higher quality, which I'm really hoping it will be, because trying to get a hold of a decent Inuyasha anime figurine, especially of Shishomaru, is A, hard, and B, really expensive. And I'm broke, otherwise I wouldn't be doing this. He be built different. He do be built different. He's also, oh my god. Well, that was nice and easy to build, thankfully. I completely forgot that this one is a shelf sitter or noodle topper, whatever you want to call it.
He fits, he sits.
Yes. He is definitely a little bit goofy looking. The paintwork honestly isn't the worst thing that I have ever seen, but it doesn't look legit, if that makes any sense at all. Whilst my partner is taking photos and videos for you guys to see a close-up of the anime figurine, I am honestly just going to go through and rank them from best to worst. So yeah, it'll definitely be K-On! And then the second one would definitely be Shishomaru. The paint job looks a little bit silly, but honestly, considering how old the anime is, that one almost looks, I want to say, legit for its time. I cannot hate on it. Definitely worth the money, and I'm glad it came back into stock when I went to buy it, because when it was originally in my basket, it sold out, and I almost cried. When it comes to third, fourth, and fifth, I genuinely think they're a tie. They are all awful in their own retrospect. Even for the money that you pay for it to own the figurine because you like it, honestly is not worth it to me. For the Ame one as well, you may as well pay the extra 20 quid and get the authentic one. Definitely worth the money and definitely more sturdy, durable, and looks like it's not going to fall apart if you sneeze on it. The other two, Miku, again, thousands of bootlegs of her. No surprise that this one looks horrific. And then the Angel Beats one, definitely, I will say, the worst. It did not withstand the shake test. It fell off the stand immediately. The paint job is absolutely horrific. So definitely a no-go from me. And one thing I actually forgot to mention about the Miku one, the pigtails, the bows and the images sit to the side. These do not. So if you want an anime figurine and you can't afford an authentic one and you want to buy it from SHEIN, this is your warning. You are gambling So good luck to you. But with that all being said and done, enjoy this really shitty SHEIN review video. Have a wonderful day or week wherever you are, and me and my homeboy Shomaru here say peace out. Bye guys.